office. I'm Captain Stephen, and I'm with the Sword of the Spirit, and I'm coming back with you another. Part two of loving our brother and sisters. The topic is loving our brother and sisters. See, I did part one maybe 2 weeks ago, and the Spirit had me going back to this because this is what we say that we keeping all the laws, but we not keeping all the laws because the Most High told us, Yahweh Shah told us to love one another. That's what the Most High gave Moses when we came out of Egypt and gave us the commandment, told us to love one another and forgive each other. And we not doing that. And we supposed to be the light of the world, but the world see us divided among ourselves, and we not showing love to each other, and not showing love to the sisters, not showing love to the sisters, and the brothers not showing love to the brothers. So we gonna get in the scriptures. Um, my first scripture is um, John in the New Testament, chapter 8 and verse 32. It says, all praises to lock it and get there. It says, this is John chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So Yahweh Shah said, this is in red letters, he said that the truth shall make us free. So what is the truth? We got a lot of we got a lot of different definitions of the truth, but there's only one definition of the truth, and that's Psalms. We're gonna get that Psalms 119 and verse 142. It says, it said, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So Yahweh was saying that his law is the truth. And Yahweh Shah said that in John 8 and 32, the truth shall make you free. What's going to make you free? The laws, statute, and commandments of the Most High. Okay? We got to understand the Most High gave Moses, when we came out of Egypt, the laws to give to us. And we made a blood covenant with the Most High. That's why we on the bottom right now, because we broke the law, statute, and commandments of the Most High. We broke the covenant. We broke the agreement. And the Most High said, if we do His commandment, He gonna set us on high. But He said if we break His commandment, He gonna bring us down low, and that's what we are at today. We can't just blame the other nation for our mistake, for our wrong. We have to blame ourselves. We have to be accountability, stand up as a nation for accountability. That's why the Lord said, "I'll return to my place until we acknowledge our offense." So we got to acknowledge that we broke the law, statute, and commandment. The Most High is dealing with us as a nation, not individual. He dealing with us as a nation, and we gotta acknowledge our offense. Well, we broke the commandments of the Most High God. That's why we in this condition. That's why we can't love each other. That's why we can't do a unity camp with each other, because it's hatred. That is hate. And what is the opposite of hate? Love. See, love is a action word. Action word. That's why Yahweh Salaki Yahweh said, if you love me, keep my commandment. This is the love of God, that we keep his commandment. That's first John 5:3. We have to love each other. How you think you're gonna get in the kingdom? You think you can just do all the other commandments, but you can't love your brother, or you can't love your sister? He was talking about your brother who you see, your nation, not those so-called white man, not the so-called African man, not the so-called Arab man. He's talking about our nation. You so-called black, you so-called Mexican, and you so-called Native American. What is the love? The love is in the scriptures. He telling us how to conduct with each other. Okay, we're gonna go to John. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back what I did part 1, so we can get the fully understanding, man. And sisters, we have to love each other. He said, love one another. Okay, and we're gonna go to John in the New Testament, John chapter 13 and 34. It said, he said, a new commandment is given unto you. See, we always want something new. You know what I'm saying? When we was in the biblical time, and when Yahweh was here, we always looking for something new, but it's nothing new. This is from the beginning, when Moses brought us out of Egypt. He gave us the law. Okay, he said, give unto you that ye love one another. He said, this is a commandment. This is a commandment, brothers and sisters. If you ain't doing this, if you ain't loving your brother or loving your sister, how can you love God? How can you love Yahweh? And you can't even love your brother or your sister that you see. How? Ask that question. Because he said, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Listen, you have to look at the words and hear the word. Because he said, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. If you love yourself, you know how to love Yahweh. And you know what I'm saying? You know how to love Yahweh, you know how to love your brother and your sister. And that's what we missing, man. We thinking we doing all the commandments. You know what I'm saying? But you don't love your brother. If you got a hatred for your brother and you not picking up that phone and doing Matthew 18 and 15, you is not keeping the commandments. And you know what I'm saying, and you not talking to that brother, and you got a quarrel with that brother, and you just letting that stuff go, and stuff builds up. That's why he told us to do Matthew 18 and 15 from line to line to line. If you do all the steps, you're going to see the results. Okay? And it says right here, I'm going to read it again. Verse 34. This is John chapter 13 and 34. A new commandment give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Christ loved us. Yahweh loved us. The Father loved us. The Son loved us. Yahweh came down and put his life on the line, laid down his life for his people. Can I call any of my brothers who's in the truth, who keeping the law, will they lay their life down for me? If you have love for me, if you love Christ, if you love Yahweh and you love Yahweh, you know you're gonna have to love me. And you're gonna lay what? Your life down for your brother. Because I will lay my life down for my brother who keeping the law, statute, and commandment. He said, have I loved you, that ye also love one another. He said it twice. He said it 2 times. But you know what I'm saying, when we come into the truth, you know, we still bringing that Christianity into the truth. That's not going to work. That's why he said, conform by the renewal of your mind. That means your heart. This is your mind. Your mind is your heart. You have to change. You can't bring that some of that Christianity into the truth, man. It's not going to work. It's not balanced. And that's why we is tripping over little small things. Because he said it right here. This is John chapter 13 and verse 34. He said a new commandment, but it's not a new commandment. Because Moses had the commandment. He gave Moses the commandment, and Moses gave it to us. But we always asking, we looking for a new thing. He told us to love one another. That's the whole key. That's the whole thing, that Christ came down and laid his life down for the nation of the Israelite. Because our nation can't love each other, but we hear it to love the so-called white man who don't give a flying care about us. Donald Trump don't give a care about us. None of them don't give a care about us. But Yahweh Shai, and he telling us to love each other. Okay? We're going to go to 1 John. So like it, Israel. We're going to go to 1 John. Chapter 3 and verse 11. It said, for this is the message that ye heard from the beginning. He telling us, this is the message. Who brought the message? Who was the messenger? Moses. Okay. He said, heard from the beginning that we shall love one another. See, this is from the beginning. This is not new. This is from the beginning when Moses, when Yahweh gave Moses the law to give to us. And we agreed and said, we're gonna do this. And we not doing it. Look what the condition that we disobey the Most High. We disobey the Most High. That's why we got to examine ourselves. We have to check ourselves. Is we doing all the commandments? If you is not loving your brother or loving your sister, you is not doing all the commandments. You can't You can't psych yourself up and say, I'm doing all the command, but I'm not loving my brother or I'm not loving my sister. And you know what Christ's gonna tell you? I never knew you not. Because what? You did not love your brother. You did not love your sister. This is a small little thing that we are tripping. This is something we stumbling on. We stumbling on loving each other. Because a lot of us still have that pride. A lot of us still have that arrogance. Because we are the servant. We're supposed to be a servant. If Yahweh was the kings of kings, but he came down and being a servant, why we can't be a servant to one another? Because it wasn't from the Most High to wake us up. We want to be in the position that we in. All these, I'm talking about myself, deacons, bishops, captains, officers. We have to be a servant. We're going to push the titles to the side. And we're going to come and do the will of the Most High, man. It's not about us, man. It's not about us, sister. It's all about the Most High. It's all about loving each other and coming together as a nation. Zephaniah 2:1. That's what it's all about. It's not about me. It's about the nation. Okay? Because we supposed to be the light of the world. And we not acting like the light of the world. We still acting like niggas. Because we can't love each other. Niggas can't love niggas. But Israelite can love Israelite if you true. Because we can't let that nigga go. That's that old man. That old man don't care about his brother. That old man don't care about his sister. But you said that you came in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Your life will be the Most High change you. It's gonna show it. It's gonna show the results. The results gonna show. And you still acting the same way. You haven't not submit yourself to totally to the Most High. Stop playing games and stop playing games with yourself. Okay? Let's get back into these scriptures. It said, for this is the mission that ye heard from the beginning, that we shall love one another. Not as Cain, who was that wicked. See, we acting like Cain. We are acting like Cain. We not acting like Abram. We not acting like Israelites. We acting like Cain. And Cain was a nigger. A nigger killed his brother. Okay? Let's be honest. Let's quit playing the games. Is you an Israelite or you a nigger? Stop playing with the Most High. If you in, you hot or you cold. You can't be lukewarm. You can't be in the middle. He said he would spew you out of your mouth. Because if you hate your brother, you are a wicked man and you a murderer. You is a murderer. I didn't say this, but the Most High said it. If you hate your brother, you is a murderer. You hate your sister, you a murderer. Without no cause, without no saying you not doing Matthew 18 and 15. and try to solve that problem with your brother and your sister, the Most High said you is a murderer. And he said a murderer will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. This is reality. I'm tired of seeing my brother, they saying they Israelite, but they acting like niggas. And you up here teaching and doing all this here. You know, if you teaching and you not loving your brother, if you got a quarrel with your brother and you not solving that, you know your work is in vain. You're doing vain work. It's nothing. Because you not loving each other. You not calling that brother, say, brother, forgive me. I'm standing up for my accountability. I can't stand up for your accountability, but I can stand up for mine and say, brother, forgive me for what I done and what I said. Or sister, forgive me for what I done or what I said. And then when you do that, your plate is clean. Now it's up to your brother and your sister what he going or she going to do. Because you cannot ask the Most High God to forgive you, and you not forgiving your brother. That's out of order. And he said he's not the author of confusion. That is confusion. That is confusion. We acting like Cain. Cain was a nigger. And we've been acting like this since we've been disobeyed the Most High. Okay? That's what we've been doing. Ain't no faking and shaking. It's time out for faking and shaking. It's time to be real. It's time to be real with yourself. In order to be real with others, you have to be real with yourself. That's why he said examine. Paul said it better and great. Examine yourself. And that's what we not doing. And we not doing that. Okay? We're going to go to Romans. Now let me finish that out. It said, not as Cain, who was that wicked one. You don't want to be Cain, that wicked one. He hated his brother. And I see that today. I see that today. My brothers out here is hate on his brother. He ain't hating on the white man. The white man is not our brother. The Africans is not our brother. He was talking about our kinfolk. What we call each other, kinfolks. He talking about our nation, man. You don't know. This is, man. I'm having so I just can't even explain this here. I've been seeing this all my life, man. Now I come to the result. The word of the Most High, the law, statute, and commandment is the solve every problem that we need. Not the white man laws. The Most High God law is good for us. It will heal us. It will show us how to love each other. It will show us how to conduct with each other. It will show us how to come to a unity together as one. Because if you don't keep the commandments, if you don't keep all the commandments, you cannot enter to the kingdom of the Most High. Or you have the right to the tree of life, man. That's why he said 2/3 of my people have to go. Do you want to be in that 2/3? Or do you want to be in that 1/3? It's up to you. He gives us a choice. We have to love each other, okay? It said the wicked one and slew his brother. Don't we? Ain't our brother out here slewing each other, killing each other, because he got hatred for his brother? That's a nigga spirit. That's hatred. But you say you love your brother. You all in your brother face and you laughing and goo-goo and laughing and da-da and this, but in your back of your mind, you hate him. Shame on you. You a murderer. Murderer. Not because you kill him, you know what I'm saying, with a gun. Anybody can do that. But in the spirit, you is a murderer. I didn't say that. The Most High God said that. Take that up with him, not with me. I'm just a messenger and just a vessel and just a servant. That's all I am. Okay? And he said his brother, and wherefore slew he him. You know what I'm saying? He slew him because his own work was evil. All our work is evil out here. It's no love. No love. No love out here, man. It's no love out here. I remember when I was coming up, man, it took a village to raise us, man. When I was down the street and messing up, you know, my neighbor down there whooped me. By the time I got home, I got about 8, 9 whoopings. It was love. Then when I got home, Big Mama or Mama knew what you did down there. Then I got another whooping. What happened? We lost that. We need to come back as a nation and love each other. What happened? Come on, man. What happened? We got to get back to this. How you can raise your kids to love each other and you can't even love your own brother, man? They watching. They watching us, man. Okay? He said the work was evil, and his brother's righteous. Abel was righteous in the Most High eyes. Cain was evil. Cain was a nigger spirit. A nigger spirit is going to kill his brother. He did it in spirit, and he did it in the physical. Okay? We're going to go to Romans. We're going to go to Romans because we have to get ourselves, we got to self-check ourselves, man. It started with us, man. We say we leaders, we got to act like leaders. We say we are Israelite, we got to act like we Israelite. We say we follow Christ, we put on Christ, we got to put on Christ. And our brothers will see that we put on Christ. Stop being in your feelings. And be a man. Okay? Romans chapter 1. It says, This is Romans chapter 1 and verse 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved Yahweh, called to be saints. He calling us to be saints. He's talking about the Israelites. We are saints. We are brothers. We are brothers. We are saints. It's not divided. We are one. Okay? Grace to you. He telling us grace to you and peace. We supposed to have grace with each other and peace with each other. And we can't even have that. It said from Yahweh, because Yahweh gonna give us peace and grace. And our Father and the Lord Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be, the Most High gonna give us grace and peace. But how he gonna give us grace and peace? We can't even love each other, man. Oh, y'all pray. I want peace. I want peace. But is you peace with your brother? Are you peace with your sister? Are you? Okay. We're gonna go to second John. We're gonna stay in the New Testament. Second John and verse okay. Second John and verse 5. Let's see. It says, this is Second John, verse 5. And now I beseech thee, lady. He talking about the women's. He's talking about also the men. Not as though I wrote a new commandment unto thee, but that which we had from the beginning. He telling you we had this commandment from the beginning, right? Then he said that we love one another. It's in the scriptures. We have to love one another. I don't want that old fake, what up, bro? I don't want that fake, what up, bro? I want that real love. What up, bro? Show me some love and I'm going to share in your action. I don't want that fake love. Don't come with me with that fake love. And I'm pretty sure my other bro feel the same way. I'm pretty sure the sisters feel the same way. That fake shalom. That fake in the mud. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop playing. I seen it all. I've been in this truth for 7 years. I seen it all, man. What up, bro? And fake it in $2 bill. Shalom, sister. Faking $2 bill. I seen it. We don't have time to play no game. This thing, you see what's going on all over the world. And we over here playing games with each other. Man, it's crazy. We're going to jump to Jeremiah. We're going in the Old Testament. Jeremiah. The prophet Jeremiah. Chapter 6 and verse 2. Now, he talking about You know what I'm saying? The daughters. He talking about the daughters. He said want to love one another because the men can get along. It's your sisters. These sisters, it said a woman can tear down a kingdom, man. Okay? This is Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion. He said he had likened the daughter of Zion. He said to a comely and delicate woman. A delicate woman. You have to be a delicate woman. You have to show love with each other. You have to compromise. Cause one do one thing another way. Cause everybody, these women, everybody won't try to be the leaders in the circle of a woman. It's always colliding. It's the women's, man. The same way that we have to love one another, y'all have to love one another also. Okay? It go for us, it go for y'all too. Cause all I see on YouTube, these women's going at each other. Then when a man call you a bitch, oh, you got a problem. But when y'all call each other, bitch, come on, man. You know what the Most High? Do you know what a bitch is? It's a female dog, man. You is not no dog. Daughters of Zion. You not a dog. But if you putting yourself out there and you acting like that, that's what you're gonna be. Act like a daughter of Zion. Act like a princess. Forgive each other. Talk to each other. If you got a quarrel with one of your sisters, and you go to that sister, pull that sister to the side. Don't confront her in front of everybody. That's why you got to do Matthew 18 and 15. He didn't say don't write a letter. Well, I'm gonna write my sister a letter. No, that's not the proper way. He said go to them. And the same thing go for our brothers. Go to them. Okay? So we have to examine ourselves, and we have to die daily, man. We have to die daily, people. Because we call ourselves Israelite. We supposed to be the light of the world. The world supposed to see how we love each other. But how the world gonna see that? They see two congregation fight each other over a dang corner. That's not love. Come on, people. But we say we are the Israelite. We are the light of the world. We are the children of the Most High God. So we got to act like it. Okay? We're going to go to Matthew 18. We're gonna get this thing, man. We got to get it, man. 18 and 15. It says, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, moreover, if thy brother trespass against thee, listen what he telling you what to do. Listen to the instruction. Go and tell him. Oh, he didn't say write him. He didn't say write a letter. He didn't say, sister, write a letter to your sister. He said, go to him. He said, go and tell him his fault. Mean go to him by yourself and tell him his fault. Okay? Then he said, between thee. He said, between thee. He didn't say go to another brother and tell that brother and then tell that brother. He said, any fault you got between your brother or your sister, go to that brother or go to that sister, right? Okay. Between thee and him alone. Her alone. If we follow the instruction that the blueprint that Yahweh shall show us to do, we will see the results. Because we don't follow, we go, okay, we do first step one, then we probably do step two, then we just skip step three. How are you going to see the results? The Most High told us to do it this way. When you do it this way, you will see the results. That's why we don't see the results, people. Okay? He said, him alone, if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. He said, if your brother hear you, if your sister hear you, you gain a brother and you gain a sister. Okay? That's one part of it. Keep that in mind. Now, this verse 16, he said, but if he will not hear thee, if he don't want to hear you or she don't want to hear you, this is what you got to do. Then take with thee one or two. When one or two, someone, them two or one or two people or one or two sisters that doesn't not know the situation is going on between y'all. Okay, that's what he's talking about. Because if you get those that know the situation, you know they're gonna pick sides, and that's when the problem won't get solved. Because it's picking sides, but get those that doesn't know what's going on and tell them what's going on, and then you'll get a better results out of that. Okay. It said that in the mouth of two or three. Now you got three people. Two is in the mouth of two or three. Witness, every word may be established. So you got three people is hearing every word that y'all saying. He hearing your side, they hearing their side. And these three people, it does not know what is going on between y'all two. They don't know what the situation, they don't know nothing. See, we all go get people know these things or know what's going on, and that's what the problem, that's why we can't solve the problem. Because you want that person, he be on my side. No. Get three people that doesn't not know. Okay. Verse 17. He said, and if he shall neglect to hear them, now he shall neglect or her neglect to hear them. He tell you another step to go by. And he said, them tell it unto the church. I mean, the church is the congregation. Tell it, stand up in front of the congregation and let the congregation know. And when we get right here, the congregation don't know what's going on because we don't do this here. We do 1, 2, and just skip 3. He said, go to the church. He didn't say the church they call out there in the building. He said the people is the church. Your brothers and your sisters. Okay? But if he neglect to hear the church. Let be unto thee as a heathen man and a puppet. He said, you will be a heathen man. You didn't want no correction. You didn't want to get an understanding with your brother. You didn't want to understand your sister. You didn't want to get that. That's what we missing, y'all. We don't want to do the whole the 3-step. This right here, the 3-step problem solver. If I got any problem with any of my brothers, listen up, brothers. Listen up, sisters. If I have any problem with my brother, I don't need another brother go tell that brother. I don't need nothing that. I'm going to go to him. And I'm going to go to him in love. And I'm going to talk to that brother with kindness, with a decent voice. I'm going to stand up when I'm wrong with my accountability. I can't stand up for my my brother's accountability. I can stand up for my own. And then when I stand up for my own, when my wrongdoing, and I confess I'm wrong, brother, forgive me. And then the Most High see that, and my plate is clean. My sister do it. They plate is clean. Then they can go ask the Most High to forgive them. And then you don't want to forgive that brother or sister, that's on you. That's something you have to deal with. Because it's time for us to stand up for our accountability, brothers and sisters. It's time for us to say, you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong to saying this about my brother. I was wrong to build up hatred for my brother or for my sister. I want to go to that brother and say, brother, forgive me. I want to go to that sister and say, sister, forgive me. And show them love. That's love. And when you stand up for your accountability, that's showing you become a man. That's showing you become a woman. You is not playing victim. That's what's wrong with us. We always play victim. But who gonna stand up for the accountability? That's what's wrong with us right now. That's why we in the condition where we in. Because we not standing up for the accountability that we broke the commandments of the Most High God. And when we realize we broke the commandments of the Most High God and ask Him and repent and ask Him for forgiveness, and that's when we'll see the results. This is very serious, brothers and sisters, man. We struggled on this here. It's time for us to pass this test. It's time for us to pass this test and go on to another test. We say we are the Israelites. Let's act like we Israelites. We say we are the light of the world. Let's act like we are the light of the world. We say we are the children of the Most High. Let's act like we are the children of the Most High. Quit acting like niggas. Are you tired of acting like niggas? Are you tired? That's the question. That's the question. Are you tired? Are you ready to start acting like Israelites? And we will see the results. And when we start acting like Israelites, loving each other. Will you lay down for your brother? Will you lay down for your sister? Because Christ did it. Because he what? He loved us. His action. He didn't speak it. His action spoke louder in his words. And that's what we have to do as a people, as a nation. I love to do the work with my brothers. The swords love to do the work with the brother, the other camps. Because when we was in Christianity and when they had musical, when they had revival, what we do, we went to the other church and fellowship with the other church. So why we can't fellowship while we in the truth? Why we can't go to another congregation and do the feast together? Why we can't come together as a nation and do the new moon and do the feast together? Why we can't just push our pride to the side, our arrogance to the side, and love our brothers and love our sisters and be a what? And be a servant to one another. This it was all about, man. This it was all about loving each other. It's not about hating. We did that when we was in the world. We hated each other. We looked at each other. We stepped on each other's shoes and all this stuff. We hate each other. We killed each other. It's time out, man. It's time to love each other. Like I said, it's time to hate, and it's just time to love now. And I want to leave that with y'all, with that. I love my brothers. I love my sisters who keeping the law, statute, and commandment. If you don't do these things here to love one another, you're not keeping the law. If you're not trying to do a unit and come together like Christ, he said he bringing us together. That's what he bringing us together, man. He already is to separate, scatter us all four corners of the earth. Examine yourself and be like Christ. Put on Christ, man. And when you put on Christ, you really put on Christ, brothers and sisters will see it. You don't have to say it. It will show it. He said what? You will know by the man by his fruit. You will know about a man by his fruit. And with that, I'm going to say shalom. I love you, Israel. I love those who is trying to keep the law, statute, and commandment. And I want to tell you, happy new moon. I know the new moon not here, but I just want to say happy new moon, Israel. And you know the feast of the Passover and leavened bread is coming up. And I just want to say, I love y'all. I love you, brothers. I love you, sisters. And with that, I say shalom.